Jason Wells here with MLM Complete Package, and I want to talk about credibility in MLM. And this really surrounds the subject of customers or not. And I bring this up, it's been a reoccurring theme, but I just really think it needs to be covered over and over and over again until people get the point. But I keep hearing from people, just recruit and forget about customers. Is this right or wrong? Well, I'm going to tell you, it's crap. Look, I'll recruit with the best of them. You have to recruit because you got to build leverage. That's what MLM's all about. So it's not like I have something against recruiting. You know, it's what makes our business go round. But you have to have customers. And, you know, it's interesting because I was talking to a guy a week or so ago that purchased our Complete Networker course. And what it is that comes with a 20-minute consultation, that course. So he went through the course and then we talked afterwards. And he told me that his upline told him that they focused on distributors only and not customers. And honestly, that's just a common thing in the MLM community. That's why a lot of people just can't see what the business is in MLM. And so another thing that made me think about discussing this subject is Chris and I are in the process of revising our Complete Networker book and our Complete Networker course. And we're actually going to release it to major book retailers. It's going to become a book now on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and other places like that. And so we're just revising some of the things and adding things to it. And in some of our research, trying to drive home the point of, you know, not having customers and it being a fatal flaw of MLM businesses, we found a Federal Trade Commission. I believe it's like a speech they gave somewhere, but there's a link in the blog article that's attached to this YouTube video if you want to go check it out. But I'm just going to read this verbatim, and I want you to listen to it and think about it. There are two telltale signs that a product is simply being used to disguise a pyramid scheme. I know you guys hate that term. None of us in MLM like to be called a pyramid scheme. Anyways, two telltale signs: inventory loading and lack of retail sales. Inventory loading occurs when a company's incentive program forces recruits to buy more products than they could ever sell, often at inflated prices. If this occurs throughout your company's distribution system, the people at the top of the pyramid reap substantial profits, even though little or no product moves to the market. The people at the bottom make excessive payments for inventory that simply accumulates in their basements. A lack of retail sales is also a red flag that a pyramid exists. Now, I put emphasis on this. Many pyramid schemes will claim that their product is selling like hotcakes. However, on closer examination, the sales occurs only between people inside the pyramid structure or to new recruits joining the structure, not to consumers out in the general public. So when a lot of people say, well, my customers are my downline, the FTC does not like that. And look, I can see both sides. A lot of my customers are my downline, some of my best customers, and they're technically classified as distributors. You know, my mom is one of my best customers, and she's classified as a distributor. And really, she's a glorified customer. She takes the product every month, believes in it. She would as a customer, regardless of if there was a business or not. You know, our product's good. But she also refers people to me here and there when she has, you know, she has a product experience and she wants to tell people about it. And so she just gets credit for that. So I know technically she's a distributor, but she's a customer. But the thing is, there's a lot of people out there that they don't sign up customers, they just recruit. And that's the problem. That's what the FTC has an issue with. And I know a lot of MLMers are going to scream at the FTC and say they just don't understand our business. And I think there's a little bit of that. But when it comes to their second item that raises the red flag, a lack of retail sales is also a red flag that a pyramid exists. I'm sorry, but that's really hard to argue with because what business doesn't have customers? It goes back to the old analogy, like if McDonald's just sold franchises all day and they never sold hamburgers, that'd be weird. So I'm not telling you to stop recruiting. Keep recruiting. But you got to get customers as well, and you need to teach your team to get customers. And if you don't know how, you need to learn. So I don't want to ever disrupt an upline downline relationship between other people and their companies or whatever. But look, if your upline is not going to get on board with getting customers, then you need to start running your own business. Because I'm telling you, you're building a glass house. You know, if your company has some sort of bad publicity or gets labeled as a pyramid scheme and gets bad press, and a lot of companies eventually do. If your company hasn't gotten bit by it yet, I guarantee it will. If you don't have customers in there, your income is going to drop, because a lot of those distributors that are in your business that are contributing to your residual volume, either through recruiting base or through product consumption as consumers, they're going to quit. Because a lot of people can't handle that bad press. Their belief's going to get rocked. But if you have a lot of customers in your business, it's not going to matter. Not only that, even if the bad press has a point with certain distributors and lines in your company, doesn't mean your company's a pyramid scheme, but the way some of the distributors may be building it could be. But if you're building it the right way, you can walk with your head held high and your chest out, because you're building MLM the way it was intended to be built from the beginning. So what's the bottom line? You got to get customers. You need to learn how to get customers, and your company needs to pay you well for true customers, which is a whole nother subject. But in our Complete Networker book, we actually give a calculation to determine what you can personally make from, say, 20 customers, what you could make from a couple of people in your business getting 20 customers, and what you would make if their downline got 20 customers. And you get the idea. How much volume does that come up with, and what do you get paid on that volume, and is it good? Do you even have a customer program? In other words, do you have to sign people up as a distributor and get their social security number in order for them to be a customer? Well, let me tell you, that's not a true customer. And people that just want to buy the product are going to be weirded out by that. That you have to get that information, because you don't go to Walmart or Costco and have to give your social security number. Like, that's just, even people to sign up for memberships at Costco, they don't have to give that information. So just something to think about.